I've been running a lot of Nameless Anomaly recently, so I decided to switch out of Morph. I have a lot of liquid emeralds to spend. Or I did until I spent it all gambling horses.
Hello everyone, this is TheNelston and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to showcase a cheap non-mythic warrior build for the Nameless Anomaly. If you haven't watched my main raid guide yet, please go do that first because builds are about as worthless as the Argentinian peso if you don't know how to use them properly. I had originally planned for all 5 builds to be in the same video, but I realized that the video would end up as long as one of those video essays about how eating lead is beneficial for brain development. Instead, I've opted to cut the video up into 5 sections, and this is the second of 5. I will first review the items, skill tree, and stats, then demonstrate the usage before explaining the optimal play in every Nameless Anomaly challenge. The build will be posted in the description so you can easily find what items and skill tree you need. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. This Spell Spam Bash Scream Horror build uses the following items and falls under a Rainbow Elemental setup. You're looking for walk speed, mana regen, and spell damage on the Morph Stardust, every stat on the Libra, spell cost, mana regen, and damages on the Anaerobic, mana regen, walk speed, and damages on the Phage Pins, everything on the Ingress, spell cost and walk speed on the Detachment, and health bonus, walk speed, and damages on the Horror. In total, everything should cost around 12 LE for a usable set. That's right, for the low price of one of my max challenge loot runs, this incredible set can be yours. Let's move on to the ability tree. For the most part, you're basically taking a straight shot down the Battlemong tree with slight branching to get some damage buffers. Make sure you stay near your teammates during non-watched phases to give them Radiance and Ragnaroker for big damage increases. With every available buff, your stats look something like this. The way this build is played is really straightforward. You use Bash, then in the time it takes for Bash to finish casting fully, you use War Scream once or twice depending on what keeps your mana full. The mana sustain on this build is incredibly sus without raid buffs, so your priority for picking raid buffs should always be mana sustain buffs, even over damage buffs. Now we can talk about how to play this build in each part of the Nameless Anomaly raid. This part should be pretty quick. Again, if you need a refresher on each room, go watch the primary TNA guide. In the berry room, your job will be to guide the person who takes the berry. Preferably, you want to have an archer do berry, but you can also just do it yourself by offhanding a spear with chain lightning like Bob's mythic spear. If you are drawing aggro, bring mobs over to the top left. In the platform room, you can stand on the platform because you are a little bit more tanky than the other classes and also have lower range. War Scream towards mobs and void holes as they appear, especially focusing on ethereal roots, and remember that War Scream can hit mobs through walls. If someone else takes the platform, it's not really a big deal as you can just run around and kill mobs on the ground. In the tree room, just follow the default path if you are the navigator, and otherwise, kite around soul shrubs to deal damage. Protect your teammates by using your insane AoE damage to quickly clear out hordes of crabs and other creepy crawlies. Remember, let other people get at least one hit on the soul shrubs to guarantee a soul after the shrub dies, and focus down gobs if you can as they are quite dangerous. In the light room, you will be taking the light. Follow the standard pathing here and focus on killing close-up mobs so your ranged classes can deal with the shadowlings from a distance. If your party wants to skip, it's literally as easy as just spamming charge to get up on this side of the room during the parkour. In the bulb room, you just have to hit bad guys. That's it, that's the whole room. In the defense room, you should either be taking one of the 2 parkour rooms instead of the combat rooms, as parkour is a joke with Warrior's Charge. Instead of standing near the void hole since you want to abuse your AoE damage, kite around the mobs and focus on killing the ones with blue tags over their heads in particular. In the boss, you have enough walk speed to kite Greg very comfortably, and as such, should try to drag him along the outer edge of the wall. If you hear him do a dragon roar, he is about to body slam you, so either charge past him or turn around and quickly charge backwards to avoid ending up in a Reddit copy pasta. If you don't have enough walk speed from your items, I would highly recommend just popping a speed surge. They're super cheap and super helpful. Otherwise, the boss is incredibly straightforward, and while this build is not the fastest, it is still very capable of soloing the boss even if your teammates do nothing to help. Congrats, you've successfully completed the raid. Enjoy getting nothing you want, sob as you realize you have to do more runs until you can afford to get better gear just to do more raids, and cope that I've already overused this joke to death. Thank you all for watching, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, join my Discord for silly stuff, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, have a great day. Bye bye.